down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, Judkins. And some room to run now. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bills at 7-5 now of the year. They were winners. The last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jenkins setting up a screen for Judkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Jenkins. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now to try the field goal. Here's Daniel Carlson. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they'll keep leaning on the line game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 2. To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bills.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And again, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But the bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards to go, second down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Allen again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing now is Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Alert! Pass. Hey, tight. Alert! We go!
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Middle.
To the air, Allen. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing him here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jenkins. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Fights out the defender. And he will have the Titans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jenkins. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. But this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Here's Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Monday, half 85, 39.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And 10.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second and 10.
Half 10. 180. Middle.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Noah Gray, 53 yards. And the Bills are able to ride their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up because they don't get
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They go play action here on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
319.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
180.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
180. What's that?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And all the It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off 52. Brown 80. What is that?
He's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jacobs. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Chimere Dike, 64 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Middle. Look out.
Now Allen. And he is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fights forward at the 20. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown Titans. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Allen going to throw. Looking for Graham, finding him once again. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
What's that?
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
What's that?
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another run on 2nd down. Try to cover up. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Half. Alert!
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had the